You already know when I get into my home decor bag, I go all the way in. And one of the biggest things people overlook when it comes down to home decor is sound. The right speaker in the right room changes the vibe of your whole place instantly. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of different types of tech come through this house and experience it firsthand on a day-to-day basis. And I wanted to bring that experience to you. So today we're talking speakers. Two different brands that I spent some real time with. The Sonos Era 100 and the all-new Echo Studio. Not techie, not specs, but real life. How do these actually feel living with them both every single day? There are a few of you out there who are trying to find the right speaker for your home. So let's get into it. Before we get into anything else, let's talk money, because that matters. For those of you who don't know, the new Echo comes in at $219, and I want to emphasize new. Amazon completely redesigned this thing, brand new look, brand new internals, and they just dropped it a few months ago in late 2025. So if you were thinking about it, you're getting something fresh. Now the Sonos Era 100 also sits at about $219 right now. And here's where it's interesting. The Sonos Era 100 has been on the market since 2023. It's been out for about 3 years and it's held its value. That right there tells you something about how Sonos stands behind their product and value it. And here's what makes this comparison so interesting. Right now, both speakers are sitting at the exact same price, $219. So this is no longer a price conversation. This is purely what do you value type of conversation. How are you going to use it type of conversation. And that's exactly what we're going to break down. Now let's talk ecosystem. I'm huge on ecosystem, and I want to be upfront with you. I've had them both. My last place, I've had the small Echo Dots. I've had them all. Now, when I moved into this place that I'm currently in, I made a conscious decision. I said, I want to try something new. I'm going all Sonos. And what I love about it is how simple and clean the ecosystem is. Now, I've done a couple videos on my Sonos home theater situation, and if you missed that, I'll leave a link up here so you can check that out. Really good video, definitely worth your time. But the multi-room function is seamless. I can group speakers in the bathroom, living room, kitchen, the bedroom, all of it playing together over Wi-Fi, and it just works seamlessly. But here's the thing about being a content creator. You get exposed to a lot. And because of that, now I have two Echo Studios in the mix. And I'll be honest with you, the Echo ecosystem does the same thing. You can group Echo devices together through the Alexa app, play music room to room, all on the same network. Amazon has built that out really well. Now, I want to be transparent with you because this video was supposed to drop back in January, but I actually really took the time to live with both of these speakers, and I'm glad I did. I've had the Echo Studio speakers in my bedroom paired together and connected to my Apple TV. And the spatial audio, I'm not gonna lie, it's really impressive, just from two speakers. Now, originally I had the Sonos speakers set up in that exact same spot, and swapping it out for the Echo Studios was actually a more interesting experience than I expected. And for those wondering how I connected the Echo Studio to my Apple TV, it's actually really simple. You group the two Echo Studio speakers in the Alexa app first. Then you go into your Bluetooth settings on your Apple TV and connect directly to them. That's it. No lag, no complicated setup, just two speakers filling the room with sound, and it works beautifully. I am telling you, it works so well. Now, regardless of what TV situation you have, the pairing is a game changer. Having two Echo Studios in one room together just hits different. Now let's talk about something that I personally deal with every single day, because I love music and I love my record player. Now I have a Sony Bluetooth record player. Now this video is not solely about the record player itself. It's about how these two speakers handle it differently, because the difference is real and it matters. Now for some people, this might be a make or break. Now my record player can be hardwired to a speaker or connect wirelessly via Bluetooth. And here's where things get interesting. With the Echo Studio, Bluetooth connects to it just like that. Simple, easy, one connection, one speaker. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, it sounds great. The spatial audio coming off that vinyl through the speakers is fire. It's really impressive. But here's the difference with Sonos. If you wanna take that vinyl experience and push it beyond one speaker, push it through the living room, push it to the bedroom, kitchen, whatever room you may have in your home where there is a Sonos speaker, or everywhere in the house simultaneously, you need the Sonos port. The Sonos port connects your record player into the entire Sonos Wi-Fi ecosystem and lets you stream that vinyl to every room at the same time. And I'll tell you this, being able to hear your record player in the living room, the bedroom, the office, the kitchen, all at the same time is a beautiful thing. I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing like it, but it comes at a price. The Sonos port runs you about $499. So now you have to ask yourself a real question. Do I want to hear my records on one great speaker, or do I want it filling my entire home? Both are valid questions and answers, but both also deliver. The question is, what does your lifestyle need? For my particular lifestyle, I need it all throughout my house. That's how I want to hear music. I don't want to be stationary. I know some people have their record player just in the living room. That's fine. Mine resides in my office. So depending on whatever your lifestyle is and how you have things set up at your home, might have one answer or another answer. Both are valid, but it's whatever best works for you and your situation. One more thing, so that I'm not confusing anyone, you can also use one Sonos speaker to connect to the record player as well. So both Echo Studios and Sonos Era 100 both do the same thing when it comes down to the record player. But if you want to push it beyond its limits, you need the Sonos port. Now let's talk about design. And I have to say, I was invited by the Amazon team to the unveiling of the all-new Echo Studio late last year. I got my hands on it in person before it even dropped. The first thing I noticed was how compact it was. This thing is like 40% smaller than the original Echo Studio. That's huge. And I'm a big fan of the original, but this new design is just cleaner. It has this mesh exterior that feels really premium in hand. No clutter, no unnecessary buttons. You've got the Alexa Ring, and that's pretty much it. They simplify everything and it works. Now I'm a stickler for aesthetic, and Amazon really delivered on this one. Now Sonos, one of the main reasons I decided to go all Sonos when I moved into this apartment was aesthetics. Before I even thought about sound, I looked at these speakers and I said, yeah, that belongs in my place. That belongs in my apartment. The design was minimal, it's sleek, it's clean, it doesn't demand attention. It just blends into your environment effortlessly. It looks like it was designed by someone who actually cares about how a home looks. But honestly, both of these speakers are beautiful, but they're beautiful in different ways. The Echo Studio has that modern orb energy. It makes a subtle statement. The Sonos Era 100 is a speaker that disappears in your space. If your home decor is intentional and elevated, Sonos was built for that world. Okay, now for the part everybody's been waiting for. How does it actually stand up next to each other? Now I know some of you are watching through your phones or your laptops or your TVs, so you're really not gonna get the full experience through your speakers, but I'm gonna do it for you anyway. Both speakers back to back so you can see my honest reactions. But before I get into it, I wanna be upfront about something. Both these speakers are really good, especially at this price point. I'm sure there's other brands, other speakers, other competitors, but we're only talking about the Echo Studio and the Era 100. That's all I've really experienced in my home, so that's all we're talking about here. Neither one of these speakers are gonna disappoint you, I promise you. What we're really talking about here is the difference between good and great, depending on what you're looking for. All right, let's see how this sounds. Okay, so I thought the best place to try both of these speakers was right here in my office. My office is a place where I'm here 10 hours a day, whether I'm working at the computer, chilling on my couch, listening to my vinyl records. My office is a place where I can bang music really, really loudly. The acoustics in here is really good. So let's jump right into this.
For a real one, yeah. Slide on a real one. On my mama and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you want it a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. Wait a minute, I got you going, oh. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to know that I've been on you. Ooh, oh. For a real one, yeah. Slide on a real one. On my mama and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you want it a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. Wait a minute, I got you going, oh. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to know that I've been on you. Ooh, oh. Tell me that you want it. Little baby, you a 10. Can I really back again?
All right, now that I've given you a full breakdown, the price, the ecosystems, the designs, even the sound, I want to leave you with this. This is not a tech video. This is a lifestyle video because at the end of the day, both these speakers are going to do what speakers do. They're going to work in your home. The real question is, how are they going to fit into your life, your living situation, your lifestyle? How are you going to use them every single day? What matters the most is your space. That's your choice to make and only you know the answer. But I want to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. Which one of these speakers do you already own? Which one of these speakers are you really curious about? And which one are you leaning towards? Is it the aesthetics? Is it the functionality? Is it the ecosystem? Let me know. And as always, it's your boy JB. I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.